folks. It is just good afternoon. Aaron Dorr here with the Missouri Firearms Coalition, getting a ton of questions from gun owners on the status of SEPA now that it's passed the legislature. A ton of questions on where is Governor Parson on this issue? What do we think he's going to do with this bill? And how you guys can help make sure that we push this across the finish line. So we're going to answer all of these questions in today's video. I'm going to pause here for just a little bit, let the crowd spool up momentarily. Then we're going to kick off this broadcast. Hope you are all well. The legislature is officially adjourned. As you guys know, the real work came to an end on last Friday, about a half an hour after we passed SEPA in the legislature. And now the waiting game begins with Governor Parson. So we're going to break down where we are with this bill and how you guys can help us put the pressure on the governor, because by goodness, he needs to hear from you immediately. I'm going to put one quick comment in the comments section, and then we're going to begin the broadcast. So, as you guys all know, yes, this massive advancement in freedom was officially passed in the legislature on Friday after a 7-hour filibuster attempt from the hard left, and after a bunch of wrangling and a bunch of attempts from the hyper moderates on the right in the Senate who were trying to kill the bill. You know, I forgot to mention this. I just want you guys to hear just a little bit of the BS that occurs behind closed doors in the Capitol. You might not have caught on to this, or maybe you did, but within a half an hour of the legislature, of the Senate passing SEPA on Thursday, last week on Thursday, within a half an hour of that, there was a quickly assembled press conference, at which time Senate President Dave Schatz and Senate Majority Floor Leader Caleb Rodent got together in front of all the cameras, and they sat there and congratulated themselves for being these champions for freedom, and they wore out their own hands, patting themselves on the back. They had sheriffs there who had been nothing but a hindrance all session long. They had sheriffs there when the MSA was the leading voice against SEPA all year long. The sheriffs praised these two for their leadership. The sheriffs were all the heroes. Schatz was a hero. Rodent was a hero. Of course, you guys know the truth, right? The only reason why this passed is because you guys were pummeling Senator Schatz and Senator Rodent with pressure, because Schatz thinks he's going to be the next United States Senator Schatz from Missouri, and Caleb Rodent is going to become, he believes, a congressman. And so they felt the pressure, they buckled, they broke, we all know that. And so the minute that you guys force them to do this, they have a press conference, congratulate themselves for how awesome they were. Who wasn't there? If you watch the press conference, you got Senator Schatz, you got Senator Rodent, you got a bunch of sheriffs there who had no right being there, and you had a bunch of shotguns who laid up against the podium. That, I will say, was pretty cool. But who wasn't there? Did you watch that? Because I guess I would have thought that just maybe the bill sponsor in the Senate would have been there. The floor manager for the bill, I just thought maybe he would be there. But did you see Senator Burleson at the press conference? No, you did not. And just a little bit of the inside crap that happens all the time. This is just like high school. Senator Burleson was barred from attending this press conference. He was barred from attending the press conference that was all about the bill that he had just passed, the bill that he pre-filed clear the heck back in December, the bill he worked for 5 months in the Senate side, just like Jared Taylor worked for 5 months in the House side to advance. Yet he was not allowed to attend the press conference for this bill. That just tells you what kind of a piece of trash Senator Schatz and Senator Rodent are. This is nothing to do with them standing up for gun owners. It had nothing to do with protecting our gun rights from Joe Biden's overreach. The only reason this bill passed is because the members of the Missouri Firearms Coalition are relentless with their pressure. And the word got conveyed to Senator Schatz very quickly that your U.S. Senate campaign will be dead before it ever gets off the ground if you don't advance this bill. Same thing got conveyed to Rodent, and they listened. So just realize if you're wondering, well, where was the bill sponsor? Where was Jared Taylor? Or this is the Senate, so okay, fine, he couldn't be there. Where was Senator Burleson, who sponsored this bill in the Senate and who was the floor manager? Well, now you know. Now you know. That is the kind of people that we're dealing with. And I just want to make one more side note before we get off into the main purpose of today's broadcast. A lot of people are angry that the pro-life bill died in the Senate this year. And a lot of people are, and you should be outraged. You should be seething with rage over that. And a lot of people are angry that the gas tax bill passed out of the legislature this year. And you should be seething with rage about that as well. But think about this for a moment. This is why the Missouri Firearms Coalition fights the way we do. This is why MOFC fights nasty, fights in the gutter, fights no matter how nasty it is. We're going to keep digging, and we're going to fight harder, Because at the end of the day, the only reason why good things pass in the legislature, in any legislature, is because the politicians who are in charge are scared that if they don't pass X bill, then this organization is going to expose us and hold us accountable in the upcoming elections. And the Missouri Firearms Coalition has a storied history of doing that, one that we are proud as hell of. And that is why our bill moved and the rest of the bills died, because you guys are the most incredible fire-breathing dragons. You don't give up, you don't give in. And our organization, as lobbyists, we operate by the same rules. We don't give a crap what a Republican says about us or about this organization. If they won't support our gun rights, they are an enemy, and we will expose them as such at election time. And we love doing it. Oh, we love doing that. So congratulations is not going to Senator Schatz or Senator Rodent or any of the sheriffs in Missouri. The congratulations goes to the backbone of this organization, the members of the Missouri Firearms Coalition, for getting us where we are. Now, and Alonzo says, I love the video the Missouri Sheriff's Association put up bragging like they did anything to support the bill. Exactly. These are worthless people. They were absolutely enemies to this bill, as were Schatz and Roden. And I hope you guys all see these people for the scammers that they are. So, on to today's video. A lot of comments here. On to today's video. Getting a lot of questions about the governor. What are his options? What's the timeline? Where do things stand? So, here's the deal. The governor, because this bill has an emergency clause, Governor Parson has 15 days from adjournment to receive and make a decision on the bill. Now, apparently the session actually adjourned. I mean, the governor's staff told me 10 minutes ago that they officially adjourned today. I thought it was yesterday or the day before, but I'll take them at their word. So apparently the 15-day window begins today. So 15 calendar days from today would be the deadline for the governor to make a decision. Now, the governor has three options on what he can do with SEPA. Number one, he can just sign it and be done with it, and he should. Absolutely should. This is an easy decision to make for a politician in a red state in 2021 with Joe Biden in the White House. So number one, he can sign it. Number two, he can veto the bill, which would be very foolish in 2021 in a red state with Joe Biden in the White House. Governor Nixon tried that crap, and it didn't work very good for him, and it didn't work very good for his predecessor, and it didn't work very good for his party either. So that'd be a very big mistake to have a governor in Missouri veto a gun bill. And the third option is the governor can simply take no action, and the bill becomes law by default at the end of that 15-day window. So sign it, veto it, or do nothing. In 15 days at the latest, we're going to have an answer on this. And that is where you guys come in, because this is just the same as it was in the legislature all last week. We don't know who will support us. We don't know who to trust. We don't trust anybody. And we're not going to take anything for granted. So there are 3 ways that you guys can contact Governor Parson. We have made this as easy as we possibly can. And so you have a link right there with a pre-written email, and it goes right to the governor, and it already has the email filled out. You simply have to put in your address so they know that it comes from a Missourian, and hit send, and it goes right to his inbox. You know how most of the time you can't contact the governor directly because of those stupid form boxes? They make it impossible. Our system bypasses all of that, and it will go right to the governor's staff. So number 1 is to sign your email. Number 2 is to call the governor. We have given the phone number for him right there, 573-751-3222, and call him. I think it's option 2. Option 1 is a different topic. Option 2, I believe, and then you may have to wait for a while. It takes. I'm hearing reports of delays of 2 minutes. I'm seeing people waiting for 6 minutes. I know it's a long time, but you know what, guys? Now is the time, and now's the time to do it. Call, email. Don't give up. And there's also a way to tag him on his Facebook page, and nothing is more. Gets in the head of politicians more quickly, rather, than seeing comments all over their Facebook page, all the stories, the comments saying, I'm a gun owner, I want you to sign HB 85, sign SEPA, pass SEPA, hammer him, just all over his page, all of his posts, all of his comments. Get in there and comment in there yourself and make sure that he is hearing from you guys, because this is what's going on right now behind the scenes. His staff is reading the bill, and I can assure you that anti-gun moderates are contacting the governor saying, man, veto this sucker. You know, and I know that Bloomberg's people are already texting on this, trying to encourage the governor to veto this as well. So the pressure is mounting right now behind the scenes to kill the bill. And so we have to make sure that our pressure is being felt as well. As you know, the NRA is not touching this with a 10-foot pole. Nobody else is going to solve this problem for us except for you guys. And that's why you've got to make sure he hears from you over and over and over. And it's not enough to call him once. It's not enough to email him once. It's not enough to message him on Facebook once. I would do this every single day. And I would not give up until we have a clear answer, whether 15 days from today, or, you know, when he signs the actual bill, if that's what he does. So that is our official position. People are saying, where do you think he's leaning? You know, I can't answer that question. I think it was Jeff who was asking that. Let's see here. Yeah, Jeff says, do you have any idea which way he's leaning? We just don't. I mean, if you call the governor's staff office, you get the same thing all the time. Oh, Governor Parson, he's very pro-gun. Yeah, and it's the same Governor Parson who a year and a half ago was telling the media he was going to support red flag gun seizures in Missouri. Don't trust me. Google it. So, you know, I keep seeing the governor having these concession agreements that he makes with the radical left. I keep seeing him discuss things with the mayors of Kansas City and St. Louis and Columbia about the gun control bills that he may or may not support. Now, granted, that's been a little while ago now, and the political environment has changed with Donald Trump out of the White House. But, you know, I'm sorry, I don't trust any politicians, and you guys should not trust him either. And you need to continue to contact him repeatedly. There's a handful of guys who I do trust in the Missouri legislature, but their last name does not rhyme with Parson. Now, the governor did support this bill in the legislature a long time ago, but again, that was a long time ago. And, we don't trust a word anybody says. Stephen says, didn't he just sign a pro-gun bill just the other week? Stephen, nothing is as big as SEPA. Nothing has as much ramifications as SEPA. And this is the big one. This is the big one. And so we just can't take anything for granted until this is all the way done. And so we have made it super easy for you guys to contact him. And I ask you to do that right away. We have also unloaded our first digital ad on our social media page. I think that was yesterday. Let me see what day this is. Or maybe it was Monday. I think it might have been Monday. It's on our Facebook page, our first 30-second ad urging the governor to sign this. And you can also grab that spot right off of our Facebook page and share that on your own Facebook page. Share it on your own wall, on your own social media platforms, and make sure that gun owners across the state see it and know what's going on so that they also can take action. So we are very close on this. We are very close on this due to only two real entities. Number one, the unrelenting pressure of the Missouri Firearms Coalition, and number two, the unrelenting work from Senator Burleson and Jared Taylor. This was Jared Taylor's bill that passed, but those two guys, Representative Taylor and Senator Burleson, were unrelenting as well on the inside all the way back since late December. So these are the two reasons why we're here. It's not luck. It's not the gratuitous nature of the Republican leadership. Quite the contrary. It's because of your pressure. And so we're not going to stop. We cannot stop that grassroots pressure until we are all the way victorious and we see this bill signed into law. So take a moment, send the email. That is literally about a 20-second deal. The phone call takes a little bit longer because there's so many people calling into the governor's office right now. And then thirdly, leave him a note on his Facebook page. That also takes 30 seconds. So take yourself 2 or 3 minutes, take action, share this video, share our other digital spot on our page from a day or two ago, and make sure gun owners are engaging. This is how we stop Joe Biden's war on our gun rights, but only if the governor signs the freaking bill. So contact him right away and make sure he is aware. Carla says, send him a Facebook note is a waste of effort. He has disabled it. No, Carla, I've seen dozens and dozens of comments on there. Let's see. Douglas says he has already endorsed it. No, he hasn't, and certainly not to any level that we're willing to sit back and trust him. That would be madness, man. Madness. Let's see. How about a visit outside of his office, says Stephen. I don't think we're there yet. I think that calls and emails are the best order of the day right now. Tony says, I make at least 3 calls a day. They say he's been out of town, but he is Pro 2A, they say. I tell them to prove it. That's exactly our point here. This is as old as the hills. Trust what they say and then verify it. I trust that my 5-year-old cleans his bedroom, but I got to verify all the time because actually he kind of lies to me and he doesn't do his chores very much, despite what his mom and I tell him. So trust but verify. That's what we're doing, reminding these people that we are watching. We are your employers. We are the ones who put you into power, and we are the ones who expect you to do your job, do what we have told you to do, and sign this bill. Guys, that's what I have for right now. Share our video, take action, and we'll keep you informed. Thank you so much.